Football. We are here in the pregame show along with a cast of superstars once again. I'm Chuck Zach sitting in for Morgan Smith, and with me are the Gilmer girls. They are Katie and Lizzie Baker, Keaton Daniels, and of course the man in the middle is really no introduction needed. That is Coach John King, of course, the head coach of the Longview Lobos, who is about to lead his team into the 250th game all-time played here at Lobo. Did you realize that one?
No, I didn't.
See, it seems like every
week you'll
every time we do a game, it's another milestone event that's happening here.
Historic stadium. A lot of fond memories playing here at Lobo Stadium, I can tell you that. Great place to play.
Historic team so far. Number one team in the state still in 5A Division I, and you've got a team with a little bit of, I don't know if edge. They're playing pretty well. They got a triple overtime win last week against Lufkin, and Mckinney North is coming in here. And we've got a little bad memories of them last year.
Yeah, they're 6-1. They had one bad outing versus Lancaster, and they were their own worst enemy, turnover prone. And I'm gonna tell you, Lancaster played with their hair on fire and just kind of snowballed on them. But up until that point, that's really the only hickey they got from the season. But they're 3-1 in district. Still got the chance to get us playoff spot, get a top seed, and a shot at the district title. They may have to share it, but I mean they're still playing for a lot. And you're right, we got bad memories from last year. They took it to us. We went up there on a Thursday night after open week, and they beat us 37-35. And we did not play well. We were, as I mentioned, our own worst enemy, and turnovers. Didn't get off the field on third down. They ran the ball effectively, and they made plays down the end to win. So they earned a victory. We didn't.
Coach, what is the biggest difference from this McKinney North team from last year to this year?
They're just a year older. Hitchcock, the quarterback's a year older. Their offensive line, most of them are back. They do a great job. Their run game scheme is going to be inside zone. You'll see some mid zone. You're going to see power, counter. And they got some type of buck sweep stuff that they're doing new this year. But Hitchcock, the quarterback's a good thrower. You got to account for him in his own run read game. Then they're just making plays. Walker, the tailback, very patient. He's not one to bounce the ball quickly. He's going to stay in there and find his creases. And he's leading the district in rushing right now. So I don't know how many yards he's got, 1,500 yards. Pretty impressive.
Right. About 200 yards, about a little bit over 200 a game.
Yeah, that's what they like to do, run the ball. But they got more than him. They got some weapons out wide, and a couple of guys that Constantine, the guy that started quarterback as a sophomore, got hurt, and then the Hitchcock kid took over. He's playing well at receiver. So I mean, they've got some weapons there. In defensive, they've given up some yardage and some points, but they find a way to make a stop here or there and come out victorious.
Well, tell us about the overall health of our team right now.
We're pretty healthy.
Good.
I mean, we've got some people that are out that, we lost earlier in the year. But as far as injuries that we sustained, guys that didn't play last week, they're going to play tonight. They've been cleared to play, and they feel good about it. And so they're going to get a shot to get back in there.
Good deal.
We talked last week before the game as we kind of found out that Taylor wasn't going to play and that Elijah wasn't going to be able to play. Maybe that's the one spot on this team where you could afford the two starters to be up because you're so deep at running back.
We are deep. We've got 6 guys back there that we can hang our hat on. Some of them are seniors, 2 senior running backs, Jose Soto and Brendavian Stevenson had big nights for us. Booski had a big night running the ball. And we got Joe Lee. I mean, Joe Lee's he can play for a lot of people. And he's going to help us down the stretch, no doubt in my mind.
Well, how do you teach that next man up mantra here?
I think our kids understand that, and it's the way we practice. We split reps about 60-40. The ones get 60% of the reps, twos get 40, and we put emphasis on that. You're the next guy in, and we try to mix and match different packages to include kids, so they stay attentive during practice.
Mm-hmm.
They know there's an opportunity to get in the game. They're going to have to play well and execute, but I think it just goes back to iron sharpening iron. Our kids understand it, offensively or defensively. Defensively it's a little bit easier to rotate some people than it is maybe offensively, particularly offensive linemen. You don't rotate a center.
Absolutely.
It's hard to rotate a quarterback.
Absolutely.
It's hard to rotate, guys at running back. You got guys like Taylor Tatum and Elijah Johnson. So, I mean, but our kids understand it. They practice that way, and we prepare that way.
That's awesome. Tell us the importance. I know we're getting towards that, looking at a district title. Can you tell us the importance of getting that district title and what it's going to do in terms of play of location at the beginning of the playoffs?
Well, to some people, that district championship kind of was lost. It wasn't important, until they started making it where the top seed got the home game. And all of a sudden, the 1 or 2 seed was a little bit different. I've seen teams that would sit players after they had solidified their playoff spot, and that in terms of being a 2 seed, I guess, was as important as just being able to say you can make it. We flip a coin and we both have a fair shot at it. But gold balls are important in Longview, Texas. I don't know. We've won over 40 of them throughout the history of this program. We haven't won one in 2 years. But I talk to the kids. Here's our goals right now. If we want to solidify the playoff spot, and I feel like a win tonight could do that. A win tonight probably would solidify our home field advantage, and then put us in the driver's seat to win a district championship. The great thing is we don't need anybody to help us. We need to help ourselves control our own destiny.
Exactly.
You went on the road last week. It's kind of home away from home at Mesquite Memorial. You ran into a team, I think, that had a little more vinegar in them than we kind of figured. They played a little better than I thought last week.
They didn't to me. I knew they had good players. Their problem is they don't have a lot of them.
Right.
I mean, they got 30, 35 kids on the varsity, so we felt like we could wear them down. But Cordell Russell, no secret to what he's done all year, and he's done it to everybody. And we knew we had to not allow him to get going and give him big plays. Well, he did.
Yep.
Made 2 of them there at the end of the half, Defensively, their structure of what they do is difficult to prepare for, and they move people around a lot and slant and blitz and give you different looks. But they have 2 safeties, 4 and 10. I forget their names, but they're big hitters and they do a good job of fitting a run. And but I thought our kids, for the most part, did a good job of handling all that. We're a player or 2 away from blowing that thing open.
Yep.
We kind of let them hang around, but we did what we needed to do. Coming out to start the second half, getting 2 big touchdown receptions. Drive that thing to whatever it was, 42-12 at the time,
right.
And really in command of the game. And some penalties hurt us in the second half for maybe getting more points.
You mentioned penalties. They keep popping up.
Yeah.
They make you crazy?
Drives me absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you think, so what are you going to do to fix it? Well, we address it. We bring it up. It's and we practice, and there's consequences for it, But we're having them everywhere. We had procedure penalties. We had holding penalties that negated a touchdown run that ruined the scoring opportunity. We've jumped off sides, in crucial situations. So just got to clean it up. The big thing, you're going to have penalties, but the pre-snap stuff, you can't have that. Instead of it being, 1st and 10, you're starting with 1st and 15, and it's just you can't do that and be good people and overcome that consistently.
Well, can we talk about Tadarian Boone? Because I feel like he's a guy that does it all for you. So what can he not do?
I'm not sure if there's anything he can't do. Never seen him play quarterback, but I've seen him throw the ball. He can throw it.
He can throw it.
But, he played safety for us as a sophomore and played at a high level. Was a sophomore of the year in the district on defense. Last year we had him at safety and wound up moving him to inside linebacker later in the year, particularly in some different packages. And we made a decision heading into offseason. He was fixing to play inside linebacker, and we could move some other guys around and get more speed on the field. He is a great open field tackler, very instinctive, knows for the ball. You've seen the interceptions he's come away with. He stripped the guy the other night, ran one back. He's blocked punts. He can do everything. Just so instinctive and quick as a cat, hard to block, and he can tackle. And that's a great combination for defense.
That's what you want.
I tell you what, when I first seen that he got moved to inside linebacker to start the year, I knew immediately the defense got a whole lot faster. The defense got a whole lot stronger, and you can pretty much keep that same package in at all times.
Yeah, it enabled us to take Chase Smith, who was a high safety, move him to a low safety, and move Willie to weak safety, and put gosh almighty, 18. I'm fixing.
Simmons.
No,
Curry.
Stephen Curry. Put him at corner. He had a great spring, and he proved that he wanted to be on the field. So that move was a combination of getting Curry on the field, because he can help us, and then being able to move Chase down. He's a physical kid, and Boone at linebacker and gives us more speed, and a guy that can call the front, help with the coverage call, get people lined up. He's just so smart. The run we had that we gave up against Forney, He made a mistake. And as soon as he came off the field, he told Coach Berry the same thing we saw. He just knew that he held for quarterback, and he shouldn't have because he had Buddha sitting outside him. He could have fit the run, and that's where the guy cut the ball back there. He understands defensive structure.
So it's always nice having someone that is smart.
Yeah, there's no
And
doubt.
that
It
makes
helps
your
you-
life a lot easier.
Well, you got to
doesn't
have
it?
playmaking ability, and
Yes.
intelligence really helps.
Yeah.
And he's a character kid, very high character kid.
You talked about the back end, the front seven. You had 10 sacks, I believe it was, last Friday night. I don't know if that's a school record, but it certainly was impressive.
Well, yeah, our defensive line is pretty good. You
Yeah.
have to go against those guys every day. But, just getting after it. I mean, I tell them, you work your tail off, get to third down. Now it's time to eat. Now it's time to go get a sack. Third and long, hey, that's where you want to be as a defensive lineman. If I'm in the secondary, I'm thinking, hey, chance for a pick because they're probably going to throw it.
Absolutely.
Defensive lineman, you can pin those ears back and go get them. And that's what our kids have been able to do. But, we're playing 6 or 7 guys in there. And inside with Watkins, Pulte, Billy Smith, our edge guys with Zari Shepard and Rougeley and Jordan Wright and LaQuavian Jackson. I guess it's 7. Those guys have played their just tails off all year long. They do a good job of rotating and staying fresh. And it doesn't matter what combination we got in there. You feel good about all of them.
Well, to me, it seems like it's iron sharpens irons because the growth of your offensive lineman from game 1 to now I've seen improvement. I've seen your offensive line be able to be stable, pushing people around, and you got your tight end too out there pancaking people this way.
I got to calm him down. Nobody plays harder than Darren.
I love watching.
Jamerson plays hard.
I love it.
Sometimes he don't hear the whistle. But, our offensive line has gotten better, and you talked about having smart players, but you got people up there that will talk and communicate, and we have that. Our 2 tackles, both seniors, both have been on the varsity since sophomore season. Martin Guerrero and Jackson Norman, very intelligent kids, and they help communicate. Tay Morgan, the man in the middle, he started last year. He can communicate the calls. Watts and Mongo beside him at the guards. They do a great job of communicating. Didn't talk enough about Angel Ramos, the other tight end, very intelligent kid. And we're talking about, I guess out of that combination, there's probably 4 or 5 that are IB students in the IB program here, and
Wow.
very, very good students. We've recognized Martin Guerrero, I think, twice this year as a scholar athlete.
That's wonderful.
It's impressive.
So now that you have a chance of securing that playoff berth, what do you want to continue to see out of your offense, your defense, and your special teams?
We've got to keep getting better. Complacency is what I've preached about all week long, and it's complacency comes back to lack of care, lack of interest. You start going through the motions, and you got to guard against that. And there's a quote by Pat Riley that the last hurdle that you have to cross is complacency to be a great team. That's the last one you got to cross. I mean, because we've had good success all year long up to this point. We're undefeated. We're not good enough right now. We've got to be better. We talked about the penalties. We've got to be better. We've got to be better at converting certain situations. Got stopped on 4th and 1 the other night. Really, really upset me. We got to convert those.
Right.
I don't care who's in the game.
Right.
So there's things there we can work on and fix. Our kicking game. I mean, we made a mistake last week. Young kid kicked the ball. Didn't know he couldn't kick it. He's never been in that situation. Right. So we're learning. But you just got to stay away from that. And the only thing that matters is being 1-0 that week. That's all that matters. Everybody's talking about, I know we mentioned district championship, and there's talk, I've heard people talk about state championship. We can't get there if we don't go 1-0.
Absolutely.
And that's all that matters.
Well, Coach, as much as you've been talking,
Time to get off.
No, you dropping gems. You got me ready to go play. You got another jersey for me in there?
Come on, baby.
He played this week. He was telling us all about his flag football.
Went for his touchdown against Ruston in 2002. I don't know if we could have come out of there. We beat him as bad as we could, 14-0. Went over there with the backup quarterback, found a way to win, didn't we?
We did.
Joel Armstrong had knee surgery.
Hey, I remember telling Coach at times, hey, just give us 3 points and we'll win the game.
And I thought we could, and we did.
Absolutely.
We got to let you go.
You bet.
Sam Weaver and basketball guys are going to come
Bring
in here
them
for a
on.
couple minutes. We'll talk to Coach Weaver, but we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you in a couple weeks. We get to do another home game with you. And
You
get
bet.
down
Yeah.
here.
Senior night will be the next
Absolutely.
one. I have to come on a little early. I look forward to Sam Weaver coaching. I've heard nothing but great things about him.
He's a good guy.
And I think Lobo Nation's going to be happy with him.
Absolutely.
You bet.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you.
Thank
Coach.
y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thank
We're going
you.
to take a break. We'll come right back. Coach Weaver and some basketball talk next here on Longview Game Day. We're in the pregame. We'll be back in a minute.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to obtain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
At Godarzi & Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Charlene Ingram today.
And now at OR, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at OR Cadillac GMC in Longview.
Don't fumble when you're looking for your next trailer. At R&J Trailers, we got the hookup. Cargo Mate, Hallmark, Text Line, Diamond C. We've got the inventory selection to get you into the end zone. Snap into savings with R&J Trailers. Don't pass up on the best deals around. R&J Trailers in Longview and online at rnjtrailers.com. We've got the hookup.
Scored. Okay. All right. All right, welcome back to Longview Game Day. Chuck Zach along with you, and we're talking some hoops for this segment because practice starts next week. The season's right around the corner, and there's a new head Lobo basketball coach, and he and I go back a few days.
We do.
Sam Weaver's the new head coach here in Longview, and first of all, it's great having you here, and congratulations on this job.
Well, thank you, Chuck. It's good to be here, man. I was shocked when you walked up over there and I saw you standing.
I know, right?
What are you doing down here? You're supposed to be in Texarkana.
No,
good to see you, man.
We're down here, and it's been a great couple of years, and we're looking forward to big things from basketball. First of all, let's talk about you for just a minute and about why this job was attractive for you.
Well, I got a phone call one afternoon and asked me if I was interested and if I was willing to come down and visit with Coach King, who's the athletic director. I think I was headed out of town at the time that he called, so when I got back in town, we made an appointment, came down, and he called me back. He said, don't dress up, just come casual, and let's just sit down and talk. And that's exactly what we did. We came in, sat down in his office, and, as it turns out, Coach King is from right down south of Magnolia, Arkansas, around there at, I think, is it Spring Hill or Spring Hill, Louisiana, so he's right there close. The principal here is James Paul Brewer. He and I have known each other since the 6th grade, so it's some good people here. And anytime you look at trying to change jobs or trying to do a different situation, you want to make sure you work with good people.
Well, we got I lost my connection, I think. I can't hear anything. But we've got a bunch of guys standing out here as well, so we want to certainly introduce them very quickly. We're not going to be able to get them all on the mic, unfortunately, but do your best to try and introduce at least some of these guys to us.
We got Chris Wilder over here. We got Ben. We got Cameron. We got Big Rob. We got Kendrick. And we got Jay standing down there on the end down there. That's the most energetic guy I think I've ever seen.
No, for real.
If he could give me some of his energy at my age, regeneration, I start back playing again.
You'd be dangerous.
Oh, I know. He's got a lot of energy. He does.
Now, are you guys ready? The kids for a minute. Are you guys ready for practice this week?
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
Really. Be waiting for
they
the
think they are.
They think they are.
They think they are.
See, that question was the setup because you don't know what's coming, do you?
No, not really.
I feel like we about to be running a lot.
Yo,
A lot of mistakes. But you already told us.
On me.
A lot of mistakes we're going to be running.
But at least we're going to be in shape. Yeah. No, for real.
You are definitely. Didn't make the playoffs last year. How many of you guys were on the team last year?
No, me.
All right, so a couple of you guys were. You were the only one?
I was the only one.
All right, so I assume last year wasn't a whole lot of fun.
No, it wasn't.
This year's going to be a whole lot of
It'll
fun.
be way different.
Tell us why it's going to be better this year.
Because like the play style we do is like way different. Like spread the court and like fast and moving pace. Like last we didn't do none of that. It, like we was like in the
half court, a lot of half court.
A whole bunch of that. No type of press. Like our press wasn't like that. Like like you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, he's seen us play before. He knows.
Trust me, I've seen Coach Weaver
He's seen
for
us
a few
play
years.
before. Yeah.
So it's gonna be way different though. So I believe.
You guys that weren't on the team last year, why are you excited about this?
I mean, it's a whole new experience as far as being on varsity. Like a lot more like as far as starting the game and all that is way different than JV. Like you get a whole different feeling.
All right, so I'm going to ask you guys. Without Coach doesn't hear this now. Best 3-point shooter, which one?
Me.
No,
it's out of those two right there.
I think it's me. I think me personally. I think it's me.
No, me personally, I think it's me, KB.
1v1.
It might be. It might be KB though.
Yeah, KB.
It's
KB.
I give it to you. I give it to you.
Do I have to ask if anybody's a better dunker than Big Rob?
Rob and
I think it's. Campbell's not here.
Campbell,
Campbell or Mitch. Or Mitch. Mitch isn't here either. But yeah, Campbell or Mitch.
My knee wasn't that bad. Y'all know who it was.
So here we go. Who's going to lead the team in scoring this year?
I say Rob. Yeah.
Because it's gonna be like a whole bunch of big moving, like
a
to the
lot of high low.
Who's going to lead the team in rebounding this year?
Wilder.
Me.
Wilder and KB.
Okay. Who's going to lead the team in fouls this year?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, really? Everybody on me.
Hey, Kendall, if you watching this, it might be you. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, Coach. So tell them what they've got in store this week.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a very intense 4 or 5 days. Yep. I told them today that we'll go Wednesday through Saturday, twice a day. It will be a lot of trying to get them to correct their mistakes. And what we try to do with the guys is to get them to take ownership in this system. And that's always a hard thing to do because you run the gambit now of trying to figure out where I fit in and also what's good for the system. And so the system is the most important thing. And they've heard me say that time and time again. The system is more important than me, more important than them. They've got to learn their place in it. And the more reps we get at it, I think these guys, these are some good guys. They really are. I'm really proud of all of them. I had a chance to check their grades. I can't say what their grades were, but they were pretty good. They were really, really good.
Okay.
We haven't had any discipline problems out of any of these guys, and that's a strong foundation to start building on. They're excited about playing. They're excited about being there, and it'll be some tough days ahead for sure. But, one thing they know we care about them. This group's going to Dallas next Sunday to watch the Mavericks play.
Nice.
So we're going to take them down there and feed them real good and fatten them up for the kill.
You got an extra seat on the bus?
You can come and go with us. You can come go with us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Right,
it will be.
Season opens what day?
I don't know. All I know about is when practice starts. It is in November.
Yeah. November 11th, I think.
November 11th or 12th, maybe. Yeah, I'm not real sure. We got a long way to get to that point. We got a lot of work to do.
Last question. I got to let you guys go. Best dancer.
Me, Jalen.
It's gonna be
Jalen. That's all he do is
he
dance.
dances in the weight room.
Dance in the weight room.
Dances in the weight room.
That's all I do is dance.
Point being, if you're out there watching and you hadn't been to a Longview basketball game in a couple of years, come back to the gym. They're starting here in a couple of weeks. They're going to get out there by November the 11th. We're going to be watching some scoring, some pressing, some rebounding, some defense.
Definitely.
And some dancing, maybe.
It's a team right here.
Sam Weaver, good seeing you, my friend.
Good to see you, too.
The Lobo basketball team. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. Next segment coming up here on the pregame of Longview Game Day.
Crunch has everything you need to find your mode. Come check out Crunch Fitness with a free guest pass.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today. Only at Juicy's Taco.
Howdy, East Texas. Neil McCoy here for Patterson Nissan in Longview, home of the free lifetime warranty. Shopping for a pre-owned vehicle has never been easier. Just head over to PattersonCars.com and you'll find over 1,400 quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, many certified pre-owned and backed by the Patterson Lifetime Warranty. And you can buy with confidence because each one has to pass a 167-point inspection before it's listed for sale. Log on and find your new-to-you pre-owned car, truck, or
In life, Some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Charlene Ingram today.
Printing your photos just got easier. Just pick your size, color, and favorite photo, and we'll do the rest. Because your unforgettable moments are meant to be framed.
You know it?
All right, we're back. We had to kick the other guys off and bring on the two good-looking guys. Sorry, I got to be in the middle. I'm the ugly one. I got my man here. I got my guys here from Or Cadillac. How are you guys doing today?
Man, we're doing great.
Fantastic.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
I mean, hey, anytime. A couple of weeks ago, you was at the Texas.
Oh,
Texas
you did. That's right.
You got to tell us about it.
Well, it was, I've been on the other end of that deal before.
Not that bad, though. Have we had a goose egg? I'm just saying.
No, it's been a while. It's been a while, and it was a bunch of fun.
I know you enjoyed
every minute of it. I was about the next to the last person that left.
You wanted to soak it in.
I absolutely did.
Probably one of the first ones there.
I was, and the greatest thing about it, about 5 minutes gone in the second, about 5 minutes gone in the third quarter, it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no Sooners.
It was beautiful.
It was.
I've been in the
was.
stands sometimes, and I was the dividing person between Texas and OU. That is an experience I will never forget.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
was
crazy
great.
experience.
It was great. It was great. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
good deal.
really was.
Good deal. Well, we got a big game tonight, right? We got Longview against McKinney North. What are your thoughts of it?
Man, I tell you, if Longview plays how they play, man, they're going to take it for sure. Every week they impress me even more, you know.
Well, I tell you what, they got a running back that's leading the district. He 1,400 yards, and average 200 yards a game, but I don't think they've been tested with seeing the defense like our defense. And one thing about me, I've been a little too generous towards these other teams.
Not tonight. Does that stall tonight?
Not so fast, my friends. I'm giving Longview
I
credit.
do believe I got the closest 2 weeks ago on the score. I think I did.
You did.
So do you think tonight's the biggest test they've seen so far?
No, I feel like Lancaster was the biggest test.
I would agree with that.
I feel like tonight, as long as we show up and play our ball, that we cannot be beat. They put up a lot of points. I think they beat Lufkin last week, scoring 55 points. I give them 13 tonight. And I'm being generous with that.
With the number one rusher.
I'm being generous with that.
Okay, I like it.
I was telling Coach King before he went on, he's somehow able to develop these kids, and they're a team. There's not any, there's some players on there obviously that are unbelievably good, but they play so well together, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
That's it.
We talk about it. We talk about it so much. Now this culture word is real overused, and I know everybody gets sick and tired here, but it's really what he's got.
Oh yeah, Going back to the first segment that we had with Coach King, he was talking about complacency. That's one thing that I have not seen him lack up on at all. Ever since I've been a part of Longview football, he doesn't take his foot off the gas on you at all. As soon as you start smelling yourself and thinking that you got it going.
Coach King's an intense person to begin with.
Absolutely.
You think?
Absolutely.
Just a little bit. So I think that trickles down to his team.
Absolutely. He is. He's that guy that if you were a coach, you'd bring your staff down here to watch this staff. And when I was out there bragging on him, he wouldn't have it.
No.
He was giving the credit. He was giving the credit to his assistants. He talking about a great bunch of seniors he had. That's just how he is. That's how he is, and that's why they are like they are. If they win, it's because of them. If they lose, it's because of him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to change the subject a little bit. I want to talk about Or Cadillac. Did any one of you girls have a white Cadillac in y'all driveway to test drive or anything? Because I didn't.
I don't have one. I'm still waiting on it. I'm still waiting.
Who do we need to talk to?
John Ray. John, let's get this. Hey.
I knew I sat next to the right person. That's what I'm talking
Trying to see if
about.
I got a Cadillac key in my pocket. I got a GMC. You want to drive GMC?
I'm not picky.
Yes. So tonight's game, what are one of the things that you guys are looking forward to?
Tonight's game, what I'm looking forward to. I want these kids to go out and have fun, and let me tell you why.
when I was playing in high school, it is over so fast. And especially these seniors, what do they got? One more? One more here. So soak up, have so much fun, soak up every minute of this, and just let it all hang out.
Absolutely. Anything else that y'all looking forward to? One of the biggest things y'all looking forward to tonight?
I'm just excited to be here in this atmosphere. I mean, you can't beat a game here at LOBO Stadium.
No, the weather's perfect. The night's perfect. Like, it's a great game to watch or to play in. I mean, the same thing, you said. Like, just soak it up, man.
Absolutely.
You know.
I'm glad we're playing this game on on a Friday instead of how the weather was on Tuesday. It was really cold. It was really cold. If you guys don't mind, we would like to go to area games and keep this thing rolling. If that's
Let's
okay
go.
with you guys.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
So I kind of threw a fastball on the lady.
That's
there.
it. That's it.
It's okay. Y'all want to start with district play. What else has happened in the district? North Mesquite is playing Forney tonight. So
North Mesquite is 7th right now in district. Forney is 5th. I think Forney will probably take this one tonight.
Do you have anything from y'all? What do y'all think?
I think I like the way Forney. I've liked what I've seen from Forney in the past up until they played us. North Mesquite, just like Coach King said, they just have a couple of. They just short athletes, but they got a couple of good athletes. But I think Forney is just a little bit too deep for them.
Too deep for them. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Katie, you want to go with the next one?
Lancaster versus West Mesquite. Lancaster right now is 2nd in district. I have a good feeling that they're probably going to win tonight.
That's a blowout.
That's a good team.
Yeah.
That's a blowout.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah, West Mesquite's 8th. I don't think that they're going to have any problems.
It's a landslide.
They're going to turn that helmet around and look out the little hole in West Mesquite.
All West Mesquite is going to be doing this because the boys of Lancaster are too fast.
That's right.
Speed kills, man.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We got Lufkin versus Tyler tonight.
Where's that at? Where at?
Oh, I'm not really sure.
You said
I don't know where it's at tonight.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me. I got Lufkin.
Yeah.
Tyler, I just don't know what's going on with Tyler right now, so give me Lufkin.
I'm going to take him too. I think we all agree on that. Another different area games. We got to talk about Carthage just because they're Carthage. I don't think you even need to know that who they're playing tonight, which is Center. I think you just say Carthage is playing and you're going to pick them, correct?
They've had 4 defensive shutouts in the last 6 games. Now Center has a pretty good offense. I really want to see, can they score any points?
But here's the important stat. Carthage they're on a streak, of course, 59 regular game season, 59 wins.
In the regular season.
In the regular season.
Yeah,
in a row.
I'm biased. I love Center. My family is from there. But give me Carthage. It seems like if it's not Carthage versus Gilmer, it's Carthage.
See, we played Carthage growing up. And that was one of our biggest rivals, so I know how the guys played.
Oh, yeah.
And even better now than they were then.
Oh,
they're incredible.
Absolutely.
Next up, we have West Rusk versus Troop. So a couple of small schools that we want to do a shout out with. West Rusk is 5-2, so is Troop. West Rusk can score. They can put some points on the board. I will say that Troop has a player by the name of Tucker Howe who has 92 tackles already on the season, 10 for loss, and has 2 fumble recoveries. However, I still think West Rusk is going to.
I'm going to bank on West Rusk controlling that one defensive player.
Everybody's recruiting that kid. Everybody's recruiting that kid. Yeah. That kid's good.
Yeah, if it was one-on-one, it'd be a different story.
That's right.
It's 11-on-11.
It's 11-on-11.
It makes a difference.
It's a big difference.
All right, we got to talk about PG versus LE. That's where Morgan's at tonight.
It's a big game.
It's a huge game. Texarkana game days.
It's a fight for second place in district behind Gilmer.
Yeah, we just have to throw that out there.
I love it.
I mean, come on.
Between both have athletes, both are well coached. I'm just looking at based on the Gilmer score. I think I'm going to tip my cap towards Pleasant Grove winning tonight, but in this kind of rivalry, it could go either way. It really could.
Our boss is a Pleasant Grove guy, so we have no other choice. We're a Pleasant Grove all the way.
That's what I was about to say.
Smart guys. Hey, I'm going Pleasant Grove as well.
I know. I hate to say it, but I think so too.
All right, last one for this evening is Mineola versus Winsboro. I want to bring up Winsboro because they beat Mount Vernon 2 weeks ago in a big upset in East Texas. They're 7-1, They had an upset win over Mount Vernon. They have an air attack. The quarterback has thrown for 2,600 yards so far this year, and he has spread the love to many of his wide receivers. So I don't think that they're going to have any problems against Mineola this evening.
Yeah, 7-1, they're on a roll.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
You get momentum, that's hard to stop sometimes.
And 7-on-7, they went real deep, so it's all them.
Absolutely.
It's all them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You guys want to predict the score tonight before we let everybody off?
I'll go 48-21.
48-7.
Big time.
42-17.
Dad, burn it, Lizzie. Are you kidding me? What? I was going to say that score. Now,
All right. Are y'all
I'll change it up.
Are y'all kin?
Yeah, use it a little bit.
You know, I'm almost 70, and I bet it's been 60 years since I heard Dad burn it. I love that.
Well, I'm going to finish it up. I'm going to say 56-13.
Let's go. Let's go.
I predict us in the second half.
Let's go.
We're going to run away with it and
That's
not make
it.
it even close.
That's it.
So, man, I want to appreciate you guys for always coming on.
Thank
with
you.
Us,
Yeah,
thank you guys for the support, for everything
Oh,
that you
man,
guys
thank
do.
you guys for having us.
Oh, absolutely. We hope you guys enjoyed this stream. We got about a little bit over 35 minutes left before game time. So if we kick off, come back a little bit later. Turn your notifications on. Thank you to our sponsors. I'm Keaton Daniels. Got Katie Baker. Got Lizzie Baker. Got my guys from Orr. We got John Ray and Jake Poole. We want to thank you guys.